I know what you're going to say. Chris, your lighting looks bad. And I know it does. And that's because today I want to compare this softbox, which cost $15.99 on Amazon, to this softbox, which cost a bit more. So when I bought my SL60W from Newer about 6 to 8 months ago, I bought the very cheapest softbox I could find. I didn't want to spend very much money on it. And it's done me quite well over the past couple of months. And let me switch to that now so that you no longer have to look at this. Right, does that look better? Good. Okay, so like I was saying, that softbox has done me really well for the past 6 months or so. I've used it in every single video that I've shot in my office. But I was watching a video back that I shot yesterday and just thinking my face looked a little bit hot. It wasn't as soft as I would have liked it. And I can see spill coming off of this light. I can see spill on the desk, I can see it on the side of the monitor, and I can see it on the back wall. And you probably can't notice it at the moment, but when I switch to the other softbox, you might be able to see that. I was also watching videos by Peter McKinnon by DSLR Video Shooter and looking at the size of their softboxes. And obviously this softbox is great because it's small, it doesn't get in the way, but I have space now. I've redesigned this studio so I have some space and I want to make it look as good as I possibly can. So like I said, this softbox is £15.99, the other softbox is £57.99. This softbox is 60 centimeters in diameter and the new softbox is 80 centimeters in diameter. And it's also got the honeycomb Velcro attachment that goes on the front of it. And the question that I'm asking is it worth it to spend 4 times the amount of money on a softbox? Like, should you go for the cheapest thing you can possibly find that fits, or should you spend a little bit more money and get something a little bit better? So what I'm going to do now is swap from the super cheap softbox to the still cheap but slightly more expensive softbox. Let's do that now. There we go. So this softbox cost 4 times the amount. Does it look 4 times better to you? That's what I want to know. Does it look better? Does it work? Does it look worse? Is it negligible? Put it in the comment section below. Tell me what you think. So this softbox is 20 centimeters bigger. It's quite a lot deeper and it's got the honeycomb Velcro effect on the front. And what that does is stop the spill. So the thing that I noticed straight away at looking at this image is that my background is different. So let's swap to the old shot now and back to the new shot. You can see that the new shot is much darker in the background, and that's because the light isn't bouncing off of everything and landing on that back wall. And I really like that. I think it's a nice effect. I would also say that the light is generally softer on my face than the old one. It's just not as harsh, and that's the look that I was going for. It does take up a lot more space. So is it worth it? Is it worth taking up all that space for a light that's only a little bit better than my old one? Hard to say. Something else I should mention that I didn't know, and I'm on a learning journey the same as you guys are. I've never done this before. I'm experimenting the same way you guys are probably experimenting at home. But this softbox requires twice as much power to get the same exposure on my face. So it needs twice the power to get the same light out onto the subject. Found that quite interesting. If you had a lower powered light inside, then you might run into problems. You might be better off with a smaller softbox because you've got a smaller light source. So what do I think? Is it worth it? I mean, yeah, I guess. It's slightly better than the other version, and I'm on a journey to perfection. I'm on a journey to the very best video quality that I can achieve in this studio space. Saying that, I am a guy who buys cheap and buys twice all the time. Everyone who knows me will tell you that. I'm always looking out for a bargain, and if I think something will do the job and it's a bit cheaper than a more premium product, then usually I'm going to buy it. In the same breath, I do think this softbox achieves the look that I'm trying to go for better than the old one, so I'm not going to send it back. I am going to keep it and use it for future videos. Something else I should mention is that the light stand that this light is currently on is kind of leaning towards me a little bit, which I guess is a little bit worrying, but it seems relatively stable. The light is just away from the camera at the minute at a 45-degree angle pointing down towards me. I think with the honeycomb effect on the front, it's going to be great for doing product photography, product videography, things like that. I think just in general, it's a big upgrade for me, but is it a very big difference? I don't know. You tell me. Let's go from the old shot to the new shot. So, ready? New. Old. New. Old. New. Old. New. So I just want to pause this for a minute. I'm sat here editing this video and I'm looking at myself and thinking it's a much bigger difference when I'm editing it back to when I was actually filming it. And I also want to apologise for how sweaty I am. It's boiling hot in my office at the minute, so I apologise for that. It almost looks like my face is a different shape. It looks like I'm a different person sat there, and the change is really dramatic actually, much more dramatic than I realised when I was filming it. Just wanted to say that. Continue. Ultimately, this is up to you. If you want to spend a bit more money and get something a bit better, then go for it. If you're on the lookout for a bargain and it doesn't have to be anything special, then I would 100% recommend the little softbox that I've had for 6 months. I'll put the link to both softboxes in the video description. And if you found this video helpful, then give it a like and subscribe so you never miss another episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again really soon.